The sun beat down on the dusty streets of Zarephath. A poor widow bent low, gathering sticks for a small fire. Her hands were thin, her eyes weary, and her heart heavy. In her jar of flour, only a handful remained. In her jug of oil, just a few drops clung to the bottom. She sighed deeply and whispered to her son, "Come, my child, we will make one last meal together, and then we will have nothing left." As she turned to go, a stranger appeared at the city gate. His clothes were worn from travel, but his eyes carried a quiet strength. It was the prophet Elijah. He called to her, "Bring me a little water in a cup that I may drink." Though weak, she nodded and went. But before she reached the jug, Elijah's voice called again, "Bring me a piece of bread also." The widow stopped in her tracks, tears filling her eyes. "As surely as the Lord lives," she said, "I have no bread, only a handful of flour in a jar and a little oil in a jug. I am gathering sticks to prepare a final meal for me and my son, and then we will die." Elijah's eyes softened. His voice was steady, filled with faith. "Do not be afraid. Go and do as you have said, but first make me a small loaf of bread and bring it to me. Then make something for yourself and your son. For this is what the Lord says, the jar of flour will not be used up, and the jug of oil will not run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the land." The widow looked into his eyes. Something stirred within her, hope, fragile but real. Trembling, she obeyed. That night, as the smell of warm bread filled her small home, the widow gasped. Her jar of flour still had enough, her jug of oil still not empty. Day after day, meal after meal, the promise held true. The flour never ran out, the oil never failed. What began as her last meal became a testimony of God's endless provision.